what I'm going through. Am I talking to anybody else beside me? Lord, I don't feel like going through this. Lord, I'm tired of dealing with this. Lord, if this come to pass from me. But nevertheless, Lord, thy will be done. Lord, if this is going to get me through my destiny. Lord, if this is going to get me to my plan. Lord, if this is going to get me to your purpose for my life, then give me the strength to hold on while I'm going through. Is there anybody beside me that need to be able to just hold on while you're going through it? Anybody else beside me? Devil trying to take you out in one way or another. The devil wants to take me in my health. He tried to take my family in an accident. He's trying to take some of y'all out in your finances. He's trying to take you out in different kind of ways. But I'm determined we ain't going out like this. God's got a plan for our life, and he's going to work it out. Oh, yes, he is. Somebody tell your neighbor, I believe that God is going to work it out. If God is working it out, then what are we doing? I came to encourage somebody this morning. All you doing is paying the price of preparation. God is just taking you through this because he's preparing you for another place. He's preparing you for another level. He's preparing you for another victory. He's preparing you for a greater realm of righteousness. He's preparing you for a greater realm of the anointing. But if you like me, you know sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I don't feel like going through it. But you got to go through it. Because here's why. What Joseph found out in the end is that God, here's really the thing. Whatever we're going through, and whatever we have seen as God's plan for our life, you need to always understand this one thing. The purpose that God has for your life is greater than the purpose that you see for your life. And that's why sometimes God has to take you through places that you don't even feel like or wish like you had to pay. Because sometimes when we look at our life, I'm looking at my own life now. I know the debts that I have already paid. And in my own limitations, I feel like I've paid enough. I feel like I've sacrificed enough. I feel like it ought to be my time based on the sacrifices that I made. But I'm beginning to understand, Amanda, that God has a greater purpose for my life than even what I imagine. And so that I can get to the purpose that he has for me and not the purpose that I had for me. That maybe I got to pay just a little bit more. Who am I talking to? And that's why I can't compare what I go through to what somebody else is dealing with. Because God has a purpose for my own life that's uniquely designed for me. And so I told the Lord, if I got to go through more hell, although I don't want to go through it, who am I talking to? But so that I can get to the place that God has for me.